Hey, what's up guys? Got another review here for you today. This is a company that reached out to me. I was really interested in their microphone. You guys know I really like microphones, vlogging mics, anything that can be used for vlogging or anything that makes my life easier or could possibly also be used in a musical setting. And so this company, Pixel, reached out to me about a microphone. They have the Voical Lark, I believe is how you pronounce it, and it is a wireless microphone. It's got two transmitters, one receiver, and I'm really interested in the noise reduction, in the clip-on convenient feature, and the ability to also bring an input into the system. So we're going to be checking out the Voical Lark by Pixel. Okay, so I've looked at the manual, I've opened everything up, and one thing I love, you guys have heard me talk about this on my channel before, I love when things are intuitive, fire up, and just are so easy. So I turned this on, I turned the two transmitters on, and it automatically paired. It just automatically woke up and worked. You can see that guy right there. Both of these just came on. And so on here, the transmitter is white, if you can see this. So white is normal pickup, that little bitty LED indicator. Okay, white is normal. And then if I click, there's one button on here, which is the power button. It's also the mode button. If I click that, it's going to turn yellow first, and that is the noise reduction mode. And if I click it again, it's going to turn red. That is the female vocal mode. Blue is the male vocal mode. And then finally, green is the child vocal mode. Back to white for the just normal audio. And then on the receiver, I've got it doesn't actually show you the audio level, but it is green, meaning that it's connected or good audio level. Yellow means, green is meaning it's getting a good audio level. Yellow means kind of like passive, nothing happening. And then red is there's nothing happening at all. So the noise reduction, so right now it kind of stays green as I'm talking. If I stop talking, they turn yellow. So I'm going to show you this. If I'm talking, this thing is green. Okay. Talking, it's going to turn green on both of these. Now, if I stop talking, it is going to turn, I can't figure out which way to point this. If I stop talking, it's going to turn red or yellow. Now, if I switch this over to noise reduction, I think it almost puts a gate on there because watch this one. It goes red. And then when I start talking, it goes green again. So I think one of the things that it does is throws a gate on there. So again, I'm just looking at this, and the reason why I like to do it this way, it may frustrate you if you feel like I'm not prepared, but what I want to do is show you in real time how easy or difficult it is to figure a product out. Because for me, I'm somewhat technical, but I'm not just this high-end, extremely technical. I want to get into all the nitty-gritty. I want to open a product, pretty much generally figure out how it works, and see if it does in fact work. So this, just by looking at it, at least understanding how the signal, the interface, what it looks like, you know, the menu is very simple, but not confusing, and not so simple that it doesn't make sense or I can't figure out what's going on. It's very easy to use as far as that. Now, they give you a lot of stuff, so this is really cool. Okay, so this is a mount that you can use to mount this onto your camera. I'm going to show you that in a minute. We have an 1/8 inch to 1/4 adapter, so if I want to add a device on here, like plug in a laptop or through a DI, I can. I've got some charging cables. So this is USB, I guess A, or like regular USB to USB-C. I've got a USB-C to the other USB, A, B, I can't remember, the adapter. You can see that. It goes from USB female to the like regular or older style USB male. I'm sorry, I can't remember the abbreviations on that. I've got another USB-C cable here. I've got 3 small TRS cables, which is great. And then I've got these USB-C to like antenna cables, so I can extend the range of these each. So that's really cool. They give you a ton of accessories, charging, and again, they have one of these that if they're not connected, you can sync these up by connecting them. But again, I literally just turned them on and they just worked just like that. So I'm going to wire this up and switch over to the audio on my camera using the Voical Lark, and we're going to see how this works. It may take me a second to kind of get the input figured out on my camera, but let's switch over. Hey, babe. Okay, so you are now hearing the audio from the Voical Lark. So I have one of these turned on. So I'm going to turn one off, see what happens. Okay, this is on regular mode, and I may have to reshoot this, maybe fine, but it seems like the microphone is putting out a lot of volume because coming into my camera, it's pretty hot. So I actually have this turned down to like 2, which is good. I mean, it's giving a nice, hopefully very hot signal with low noise, like just a low noise threshold. So let me turn one of them off. Okay, so now we're down to 1 Lark, and so when it turns off, it looks like it automatically detects that and makes this like a mono signal. So this is one. Now again, I could clip this inside my shirt here like this, and work easy like that. I could hide this inside my shirt there. Now, what this mic does is it's convenient. It's easy to use. It's quick. So is it a little more cumbersome than just a wireless lav, like a lav? Yes, it is, but it's more convenient, right? And it's small. This clip just works. So, yeah, that's the sound. Let me turn this one back on and see if it just automatically figures it back out. Okay, so now I'm using both of them. I'm going to turn this one off now. Okay, so now we're using this one. Again, I'm not really sure. Obviously, the closer you hold a microphone to your mouth, the better it sounds, but I also want to see what kind of pop filter it has. I'm talking really close, so right now a normal microphone without a pop filter should be picking up my P's because I'm getting lots of breath. Not intentionally, but I'm talking right into it. So if you're not getting a lot of like puh sounds, then that's an indication that this has a good pop filter in it or has some kind of filter in there, which would be somewhat important. So one way you could use this, if I have this mic here, I turn this one on. It said, hey, we're here with so-and-so today, and we're going to be talking about this. Now tell me, what is your impression, right? Hold that up. Well, I'm going to talk about blah, blah, blah. My impression is that I think this is this. Great, thank you so much. So here's this one, tap on this one. Tap on the other one. See what the sound difference is like. I'm going to turn this one off. Okay. So another thing about this that is really interesting is that there's an input into the wireless receiver. So theoretically, I could have this microphone, and then a separate input like a laptop. Or for me, if I'm playing drums, I could be running this microphone somewhere, that microphone somewhere else, and then my in-ear mix running into this. So let's go run outside, vlog style, and see how effective the noise reduction is, if it's usable, because that is a major point that can be really helpful for this microphone if it works well. So far, ease of use. I haven't heard the audio back, so I'm shooting this in the dark, this idea, at least this opinion. Ease of use to get it turned on and figured out is great. Super simple. I looked at the manual just to understand what the lights are, but even on the back of the box, it shows you, red, blue, green. I understood what those were in seconds. And then the noise reduction. All the accessories they give you are super helpful, really useful. They give you everything you need to succeed. Charging is really easy. It's all USB-C, so that's great because it's more future-proof than not being USB-C. It's got all the adapters. 2 microphones. It's all metal. I didn't say that. This stuff is all metal. Feels really good. Feels really solid. So all those things are really pluses. So curious to see how this audio turns out. Now we're going to run outside and see what the noise reduction sounds like in a live setting in our church parking lot. So let's go check it out. All right, so now we're outside. It is a windy day. This is no noise cancellation, so there are some guys hammering in the background. I'm right by a major highway. There's an multiple air conditioning units. So this is the normal mode. So let me turn on the noise reduction. Okay, now we are on noise reduction mode. So this is a pretty extreme situation. Massive trucks just drove by, loud trucks. I'm right next to an AC unit. Again, there's some guys hammering, doing some survey work. There's birds. So we're gonna see just how well this operates in this kind of setting, because this would be an extreme outdoor setting to try to get some really, really clean audio. So yeah, if I put this in my pocket, which at this point the mic's kind of far away from me, so this wouldn't be an optimal idea either, or placement either for this, but this could be something I'll be doing if I clip this back in here. Okay, so maybe a little bit closer. All right, so again, outside, this is the noise reduction mode. It's pretty loud. I'm really curious to see how this turns out. The audio may be clipping. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, see if that helps.
Hello. You gotta turn it on. Oh, my fault.
Push the button.
Hello.
You should see a little white LED. That means it's on.
Oh, wow. These are cool.
Come with me.
Sure.
All right, I have got my office mate, friend,
Hello, mate.
and fellow YouTuber, Luis Pacheco.
What's up, people?
So,
Can I clip it on myself?
yeah, you can.
Very good.
So these are super, super directional, which is good.
Okay.
If I said, all right, we're here with Mr. Pacheco, and what kind of vehicle do you have?
I have a Ford.
Okay, so if I'm interviewing, all right, so a very simple interview, or again, I could just give this to him and say, hey, clip this on your shirt.
Yes, sir.
And then very simply, I've got two people with easy to use mics.
Cool.
So
The receiver's fire.
yeah, what I was telling them already was what I like about these is they're metal, they're small, they're super quick to use,
Yeah.
and could be something you could add to your like run and gun setup.
Yeah.
If you don't want to mess with anything, you know, they're microphone shaped, they're really simple to use, it's all metal design. Sorry, it is bright and hot in Houston. So anyways, I messed up earlier because I had the levels too high. So I wanted to kind of redo this audio test. Now let's click, so click 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So back to white, back to white.
Hello.
So this is no audio reduction. So this is just regular mode. So the audio reduction, it may do something more than this, but I think it's like an EQ basically that scoops out a lot of those noises. So it does EQ the vocal a little bit. So my recommendation would be if you're doing a ton of post-production, maybe just use the regular mode and then you can EQ as needed in post. But if you want a one-stop shop run and gun audio, you know, just hit the button, go to the yellow mode, and then you've got an outdoor friendly mode. So thanks, Louis, for your participation.
Thank you for having me on the channel.
Thank you.
It was an honor.
Okay, so I just listened back. I'm actually still on the microphone now, and the quality is good. The input is really strong. So really excited about that. Thankful for that. Now I made some mistakes. So I had a little too hot, and then if you notice in the video, I kept talking this. So the good, and I guess you could, it's not really a detraction, but the great thing is this mic is very, very specific directionally and rejects everything else to the other direction. So obviously when I had it on my shirt and it started going away like this, it's going to reject my voice very, very well, which is what you want it to do. This is a specific mic. So the vocal reduction, it's not, this is not a negative, but it's not magic like nothing you've ever heard. It's I'm sure it's got some sophisticated things to it, but really what I notice is it does EQ some things out. It's picking out specific EQs, you know, trying to be outside of the vocal range. So if I click this, you're going to notice that it does EQ my voice a little bit. It changes the EQ of my voice because it's scooping out other frequencies. Again, I'm not saying that's all it does, but it's a good thing. And, you know, it's really helpful, especially if you want a quick on-the-go run and gun feature. So this microphone is not a replacement for top-of-the-line booming studio. No, this is for somebody, if you're doing something quick, you want a microphone, you want 2 microphones, you want to interview somebody, you're doing announcement videos, you're doing something. Obviously, as you can hear, the quality of the audio sounds great. The microphone sounds great. It does what it needs to do. So I'm really pleased with that. Again, it's got the input, so it's got the ability if you wanted to do like a, you know, on-the-go podcast with somebody where you had to wire in some extra sound specifically from there. You didn't want to do it in post-production. That's great. So I think this mic is a win from the perspective that it does everything quick and easy. It's so simple. You turn it on, push the button, go back to normal mode. Back to normal mode. You turn it on, you push the button, you sync these up, you turn these on, and it just works. It's simple, it's easy to execute, it's no hassle. They give you everything you need plus more to make it work. So yeah, this is going to be definitely in my mic locker for these kind of situations where I just need to run a gun. Now, a couple of things that I think specifically, like who would use this. Now, there are other companies that make wireless lavalier mics, that you can wire up or even have on microphone like that. And you could say, yeah, those, maybe an advantage in some way. But again, I think this mic does one thing. It does it really well. You just turn it on, you run with it, you clip it. That's it. So if that's all you need is just a run and gun setup, that's hardy, that's metal, this is a great option for you. So, check this out. It's, this is UHF transmission. This is not made for super long range. Again, this is more of an up-close interview style microphone. And so, yeah, check it out. It is the Voical Lark, I believe is how you pronounce it, by Pixel. I'll put a link in the description of this video, but I'm definitely going to use this for applications like that where I need to run, if I'm interviewing, if I'm doing something outside, recording something for the church. I'm also going to test it on some different musical applications to see some creative ways. If I wanted to get multiple inputs, if I wanted to clip this somewhere to try to pick up some room noise or some audio from somebody, or clip it on a speaker or something. So again, forgive my outdoor audio test and its imperfections, but the reason I wanted to leave that test in is because that's really, I'm not trying to make just a perfect, all this scenario perfect exactly the way it is. I want to show you that, hey, if you're going to use this microphone, you've got to be careful about placement. You saw how it went like that on my shirt. Well, you've got to be careful. You've got to use it in the correct way because it rejects everything that's not in the direction of the microphone, which is what you want. So it was a less than perfect test outside. Also, my levels were a little bit high, so I think I got a little bit of clipping in there, but I've adjusted that down. So the good news on that is this mic puts out a lot of volume, which is really cool because you don't want it's good if you can bring your camera preamps down, the microphone is giving it a lot of signal. And again, it just seamlessly works from two mics, 1 to 2 mics. So check it out. If this is a kind of run and gun mic that would be useful to add to your setup, I think it could be something that you could really enjoy. The quality is great, easy to use, easy to set up. So definitely check this microphone out by Pixel. It is the Voical Lark. I will link it in the description. Thanks for watching this video. I would love to know what other kind of videos you guys want me to do. If it's gear reviews, what type of gear you'd like me to cover, what type of gear you'd like me to try to get in from different companies, because I really want to do things that are beneficial for y'all, and I think this is one of those that could help you, especially if you're recording some videos like this, talking head videos, announcement videos, quick run and gun stuff where you got to set up and tear down at the drop of a hat. This could be a mic that could be really useful in your arsenal. So thanks for checking this video out. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Like this video if you think it was helpful, share it with someone you think would enjoy it, and subscribe to this channel. I've got videos like this, I've got other videos, music related videos, drum videos, all kinds of stuff for your enjoyment, and we'll see you guys in the next video.